Shalom, shalom, Yisrael. All praise to the Most High God. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it's your brother Mikael in Israel. How everybody doing? Well, I ain't gonna be too long on this. I hope everybody in good health or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's spirits right. I see y'all coming up in here. I was gonna try to wait for a nice amount, but I'm gonna go ahead and just get this over with real quick, then load it on YouTube. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to my Hebrews in the Hood channel. Y'all know I've been gone so long, I done lost that 1,000 subscribers. I go to show you, I really don't, if I was on here every day like everybody else, ain't no telling where my subs would be at. I lost that 1,000, I think 820, but I really ain't been on consistent. I ain't been on, what, damn near a year, 9 months, whatever. And so, peace, Sister Seville. No, but all that's about to change. Your boy back. I'm straight. Everything going good. All praise to the Most High and all that. So yeah, y'all see the little title I got up there, man. Pressure bust pipes and the rats come out, right? And I know y'all see all of the events going on. And one thing about me, man, I ain't really too quick to react. I just sit back and watch a lot of stuff. That's just kind of how it came up or whatever. But I'm looking at everybody and people like just in a panic, like especially some Israelites, like, Israel got this thing, man. If it ain't the Israelites they deal with, they already weary of other Israelites, you know what I'm saying? And some of it is kind of rightfully so, but sometimes Israel can be like, just like the dummies in the world, like they literally let media or what they heard influence them on how certain groups are in the community or whatever, and they've never actually sat down and talked to them in person. So we got a little Negro pen in us too, some of the Israelites. But it's just funny, man. I've been looking, man. It's like some people in a straight panic. They damn near just like ready to denounce being an Israelite. It's not funny. But I say like this, y'all. I understand now why the Most High, like, he picks certain peoples from certain backgrounds, environments, and certain walks. So, like, when he put them in certain positions, that they don't crack under pressure. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, a cat like myself, that's used to having guns pointed in my face, being shot at, and interrogated, and, keep your mouth closed and all that. A little drama don't shake me up like that. Y'all know what I mean? A little drama don't shake me up. And then I thank the Most High that the path that I did go through, as rough as it was, and I do wish I would have did some things different. But overall, it's like, when little stuff happened, in the so-called conscious, where I say in the truth, I don't just pop my top like that. It's like, calm down. You got people ready to denounce the faith, man. They so scared. Like, what book you been reading? Don't you know it's gonna get way worse than this? Okay, if some cats go do some crazy stuff and whatever, you just ready to damn near denounce everything. Like, that's crazy to me. But I'm gonna tell you some funny stuff I saw earlier though, man. I was watching Sinetta TV, right? And they was on there talking. They had a thing, I think the title was is the government trying to frame the Hebrew Israelites or something like that, right? So I was checking it out, y'all, whatever. And I don't rock with Sa like that, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch him faithfully, what I'm saying, way back from my Hebrew War Machine days as well. But for whatever reasons, which we ain't got to get into right now, I was with him on this because, and I know he play a lot of Don King games. You could tell that this was legit because it's simultaneous, like it's just not happening. So he's having a legit thing. And basically the whole thing to the show was, is they framing our Hebrew Israelite brothers. And he was using it as a term. And comedics in Hebrews is like people and folks, like blood and crip, like, you know, we just used to banging on each other, right? But he wasn't on none of that. He was like, man, you know, he was bringing up some good stuff. I've heard the rumors too, you know what I'm saying? I don't do all the extra theories and conspiracy theories, although I know conspiracies exist. But I try not to say too much, because if you jump straight out the bag as soon as something happened and you say something, then it comes and find out that none of this was true, then you look kind of stupid. So I just sit back and watch. What I will tell you is I never trust the media. I definitely don't trust no law enforcement say. So it just looked like some crap from the start, right? And so like the narrative on the show was, you know, is they framing these brothers to go target them, talking about the BHIs. You know, I hate that term, but Hebrew Israelites, us basically, right? Shalom, Monique. And so, you know, so that was the basic narrative on that. So you had, what's good, sis? What up, Brandy? And so, you know, basically, you know, the narrative was, and that's a comedic, you know, Pan-African type you know, type of show. And so it's for the main part, it's anti-Bible, anti-Hebrew Israelite, although they do deal with Hebrew Israelites. It's usually debate format, usually stuff like that. But today they was on there like, man, you know, is they trying to frame them brothers? We need to stand behind the Hebrew Israelites because it looked fishy. First of all, they still ain't named the camp that the supposed shooters in New Jersey had, right? They ain't named the camp. You know, that would have been the first thing they named. Yeah, they are associated with the such and such and such and such. You know how we use them acronyms in the Hebrew community. Everybody got like 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters to their camp, right? They'd have said that, but they didn't say that. That's how I knew it was already funny right then and there. So they was thinking of a story, but they already had in mind Hebrew Israelites. So on Sinetta's show, he was pointing out that they had talked to somebody, and it was in one of, I believe, if it wasn't the New York Times, it was one of those Washington, D.C. newspapers, that the family member of one of the suspects, right, say that, you know, it was a female shooter too, supposedly. And they were saying that she ain't never heard of no Hebrew Israelite. Like she wasn't no Hebrew Israelite. They never heard, you know, nothing like that. Like she ain't no Israelite. So it just looked fishy, like, you know, they're using that, you know, to go at a certain segment of the Hebrew Israelites, whatever. So, you know, that was kind of the narrative of the show or whatever. And, you know, that's kind of how I look at it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, see, this the thing. I'll tell you this. When you've been in the community for a nice amount of time, and I think the Most High, I've been aware that I was an Israelite going on 25 years now, I believe it is. Every 5 years, something like this happens. So I don't see what the big panic is. You know, to people new in the truth, they probably think that, you know, the roof for the, if they believe in the dome, you know, oh God, let me not say that, because they're going to say it's in the scriptures. I know y'all, I ain't talking about the firmament. They act like it's about to cave in, though. They act like the sky finna fall in. They finna denounce being an Israelite. They going back to being African-American. And I'm just sitting here like I say, I'm a cat in the head, guns in my face and all. That's probably why the Lord put me out of this. I'm like, this happens every 4 to 5 years. They come up with some scandal to try to put, you know, to stop this truth. And you got to think of who controls the media. The cat that called himself Us. So, woo, don't let nothing happen to him. And it just so happened that it happened to them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They gonna really go at who they always felt was the biggest threat to the establishment, and it's us that said we the real Jews. It just makes sense, right? So like I'm saying, without getting too conspiracy theory-ish, because it could come out that that the brothers knew that they were Israelites or whatever. It could come out, you know. But at the same time, my thing is what they got to do with everybody else. And you know, it's funny because like with the Israelites, this is one thing when my speaking to my Hebrew Israelite community that really irritates me. You know, I don't say nothing but as far as Israelites that's not in the camp, because that's your right. And I know why some of y'all choose not to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see no law where it says you got to be in the camp, right? But let me tell you this though. Here's where it gets funny, because this shooting, right? I just find it real funny they ain't associated this cat with no camp. Now, mind you, remember they said the family members said, you know, they ain't heard nothing about them being no Israelites, right? So what's funny to me is they ain't associated them with no camp. You know why? Scandals that happened before with camps. Most of them camps still around. They ain't crumbled. They go get whoever did what and whoever accomplished them, then the camp denounced them, right? But if you an internet brew, y'all, I want y'all to hear this close. If you an internet brew and you don't have no real affiliation inside the Israelite community outside of, the internet and social media, you can go out there and do some crazy stuff. And now they associate you with all us. Y'all see how that work? See, the internet brews could go out there and pull some crazy stuff because they ain't got nobody to hold them to a standard. They can go pull some crazy stuff because they ain't with no camp. But then guess who it's going to fall on? The whole Hebrew Israelite community. Ain't that funny how that worked? So this time, y'all really need to be quiet. Because like I say, at least if a camp do it, they know how to go round that camp up. They probably been watching them already or whatever, and somebody will be held accountable, and everybody else ain't going to pay for it. But if it's an internet brew, everybody got to pay for it. You wasn't with no camp, but it's good enough that you was learning from them. If you look at some of their doctrines or how they dress, you can about tell who they've been learning from. So that's that, right? So I'm back to my story. So I'm watching Sinetta TV, and they on there basically saying, it looked like, the government is trying to slap this on the Israelite community to target them. And like I say, by me being in this over 20 years, we know that they've been had Israelites on the extremist list. All you got to do is go type in Project Megiddo, which is what you get, or you could say Megiddo, no matter how you pronounce it, but it's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's what's associated with Armageddon, as you heard it or whatever. So that was in the late 90s. You go type in Project Megiddo. You know what I'm saying? Back when brothers was talking about the world was going to end in 2000, stuff like that. So they've been watching Israelites, right? This is nothing new. Another benefit, I say, is having elders. If you hang around elders, man, you will hear some stories where people have actually had attempts on their lives. First they try to get you with a slander campaign. Then they try to hit your pockets, make it hard for you financially. Then they try to get either some type of jail time or some physical harm done to you. We got elders from them eras. Y'all might not think that because y'all see them sitting, teaching, or y'all see them looking, they doing pretty good. They peaceful brothers, but y'all don't know what they've been through. And them 70s, 60s, 80s, 50s, man, it was rough out here teaching this truth as an Israelite. You had the Gentile and Edom trying to nail them on the regular. So to them, this ain't nothing. And then like a cat like me that come from the street, this is not nothing. But I'm telling you, I see Israelites ready to dang on it, start back worshiping. Christmas, they want to get so far away from Israel. You see what I'm saying? It's like, get a hold of yourself, man. Have you been reading the book? It's going to get way worse. I don't care if you are what you call a moderate Israelite, meaning we ain't doing nothing extreme and cussing nobody out. We ain't yelling at nobody. You think they ain't watching you too? Ask the elders. They've been watching all of Israel forever. They don't care how you look or how you talk. They gonna push you all together. And if you don't believe it, I don't know what Bible you've been reading. So we need to cut that out. You feel me? Again, let me get back to the story. So I'm watching Sinetta TV, and like I said, everybody like, man, they look like they targeting. I'm all along, I'm just sitting back watching. And boy, before you know it, guess who calls in? I don't want nobody. When y'all know who I'm talking about, do me a favor. Do not say that cat name. As a matter of fact, don't even type it in the chat because I believe it will summons up a shady spirit. This dude, I am damn near guaranteed, not on slap false witness and nothing. I'm just saying my feeling in my spirit. I ain't got no proof. I feel this cat is an agent. And I thank God that he ran from our debate. So y'all got the hint. that we were supposed to hire last Sunday. Yeah, that cat that's been obsessed with the Bible and Hebrews for the last 7 years since I cut him on Debate Talk for You. I just say his name rhymed with Snarfield Greed. Yeah, Snarfield Greed the rat. And that's why I got that title up there. Because when them pipes bust, you know that cold water starts shooting out, the rats start running. And I'm going to tell you why I know he definitely a rat. So I'm watching Sign, right? I'm watching Sign at the TV. You know, you got cats from all, you got Moors calling in, you got Comedics calling in. You know, all us used to banging on each other on the information, right? You got Hebrews calling in. And this cat called in and get to basically saying, no, it's true. He basically, and I'm paraphrasing, so this is not verbatim. You can go back, watch it yourself, right? Just go to yourself, go to Sinetta Studios or Sinetta TV. This cat called in sounded like an angry Klan member. He called in, basically said, don't defend the Hebrew Israelites. You know, basically talking like they probably did it. They're going to kill all us one day and all this and that. And even Sinetta, as much as he go at the Bible and get into Israelites, he was like, nah, bro, I don't agree with you on this one. He told the man, your hate for the Hebrews is too strong. He told that man that. This his boy. He embarrassed him. He just looked like a super, and I don't like using the word, but he looked like a super coon. Like he looked I just pictured him, you know, the little bank robbing outfit the raccoons got on? That's all I see, like in my mind when I'm listening to his voice, because he called in on the phone on Sunday, and I just could picture the little raccoon like this, Joe. Like really, dude, like you got to hear it. He sound worse than any white man. I said, this dude, I always felt like in my spirit, me and some of the brothers that, you know, some of them cats over there is with a Jesuit order. I'm going to leave that at that. Y'all just look into the Jesuits. All of them ain't white. Some of them black. They come off as, you know, conscious community anti-Bible cats. But you know what? If you go look in their background, they all got some things in common. I'm going to name them. They either Masons or got a Masonic history, a Greek fraternity history, and they've been to theology school, seminary school, or Catholic school background. I want you to, if the majority of them line up, but now all of a sudden they pure anti-Bible or they're pure anti-Hebrew Israelite. I'm trying to tell you that's for a reason. As a matter of fact, they even got them in them so-called Christian or urban apologists. You know, the white boys, they be coming at us, and the Negroes that they sent off to come to try to disrupt the Israelite movement. All this stuff is connected, man. All of it is connected. And this stuff I be knowing, and that's why a lot of them don't want to sit or really talk with me, because they know I can like smell poop. I can see straight through your little phony facade and all that. That's the gift the Most High gave me. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, this dude is on there talking like he worked for like he is investigating the Israelite. And I remember I thought back and I said about certain urban apologists, not all of them, y'all, but certain urban apologists, because some of them was cool. They were just, you know, just lost Negroes. I remember I told some cats, man, we got to stop debating them. And a brother asked me why. I said, because they're building a profile. You got to think, a cat from the streets who had homies gone long time to the Fed joint, they had my doors kicked in and all that. I know I know this system is ran by the devil. Yeah, God set the Gentile up, and the Gentile is getting his power from the devil. You see what I'm saying? I know y'all that's in the truth know what that means. It's not a contradiction, and it's not confusing. You know what I'm saying? The Most High already foretold all this is going to happen with these governments, right? These powers that's over us. You know what I'm saying? Who's the attack dog? Satan. Who do he use? He used these people in these high places in these governments. I mean, this is just the way it is. You can't